one more thing I want to make before we finish. Let's make an electrical pulse.
Ooh.
Because this is quite tricky. Not in terms of like what are the steps, but like what's the look we're going for.
So when you say an electrical pulse, do you mean like lightning?
Yeah, like a short circuit. So here is our particle, and here we go. New process material. Boom, boom, boo-da, boom, boom, boo-da, new pass. It's going to be a quad. It is currently taking the light information from that one, which is orange. Let's actually remove that one now. And we don't need this mesh as well. Okay. This needs material. And here we go again. So new transparency, alpha. Let's put this on add. It's going to be unshaded. We're going to use the vertex color as an albedo. Let's put in one of these sparks. Spark 4. Okay. And we need this billboard on, particle billboard. Remember, it must be particle billboard. We want the scale. Okay. I'm going to call this spark. And just so we can see what we're doing, we'll have just one. And let's turn off gravity. And let's go over this side. Okay. Things to do. Number one, let's pick some colors. I'm going to stick with our color ramp trick, even if this was going to be a little bit subtle. So we're going to start with this nice blue. I'm going to end with this nice teal. And we probably don't need to fade this in and out because this is going to be quite a short pulse, right? Instead, what we're going to do is take our scale. Actually, let's add in a few more of these so we can see what we're doing. 8. We need our angle to be minus 180 or 180. In fact, we don't need 8. We need like 4 of them.
Quick question for you, Jan. Why not 0 to 360? Why minus 180 to 180?
No reason. I just like negative 180s.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's a thing you can do. All right, so we've got this little thing. One way to make this easier, remember, electricity tends to move quite quickly. So let's say 0.25. No, not. There we go. And we can add a few more of these. That's something to look like water. Let's keep this a 4. And I think these colors are too close together. All right. If we pre-process this in at 0.1 second, that means it's a one shot. There's a little impact. Let's take that off and keep it going. I kind of want this to be a bit brighter in the middle. Am I adding this properly? I am adding this. It's unshaded. All right. I just need more of them or a different color.
I'd pick that lighter blue. If you make it just a little bit lighter when they're overlapping, it should add up because it's about halfway at the moment. If you have 2 of them and they're both bright, it still won't add up to 1. That looks better.
Yep. Okay. Let's change a little bit on the scale. And what I might do here is just change this to be 0.9 and 1.25.
There's a bit of randomness there in the scale. That
Right.
looks nice. Yeah.
I mean, really what this needs is a sound effect and a light source, right? That's what you want. But we're starting to get to the point where this is looking like it's intentional. Now, there's a few tricks we could do here. We could have a next pass. So
Jelly clocked that you were humming the theme to the Teletubbies. You've been saying certain things, and in a normal stream, I would have chirped up and started singing along, but it's been very difficult, very difficult.
Okay, so in our material, we get a next pass, and we can make a new standard material. So what this is going to do is it's going to use a material for one pass, and the second pass it'll use the next material. So what happens if we take this new material and do the same tricks, but we add in a different spark image? So that's unshaded, billboard, particle billboard, and on. Do I have everything there? Nope. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, great. So just to see what that looks like, I'm going to copy this and then clear it. One. There's two. Right? So instead of always the same image, we're starting to get different ones. And we can do the same thing again. So I'm actually going to paste this one as the next pass. So we now have 3 passes. Make this unique. And then just change the albedo. So let's say we're going to use Spark 2 for this one.
How many passes can we have?
I have no idea, as many as you have. So using passes like this is a great way of adding a lot less predictability to what you're making. I mean, it is still predictable, but it feels less predictable. In fact, let's try Spark 5.
Oh, wow.
I actually don't like that too much.
It's very
Spark 1.
chaotic. It also, because of the way that's better. The way that the spark was angled there with like 3 bends in it, it kind of looked like legs.
Kind of look, what, sorry?
Like legs with feet on the end.
Yep. Did I put this in the wrong one? Make unique? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. I feel like that third pass is just getting in the way. Let's just...
There's bright blue square.
Okay. So we have just a single pass right now. It should be this albedo. There is this albedo. And then this next pass adds the second one. Okay, that's what we want. Other things we could do, right? And we don't really have time to explore them too much. They're a little bit out of scope. But we could add in collision.
Ooh.
So what if we have a GPU particle collision box or sphere? Let's do a sphere. Okay. And I'm going to give this a radius of 0.25 meters. And I'm just going to drag this into our fire.
I take it you need to tell the particles, oi, you're going to react to a physics body.
Yes. Well, it's not actually a physics body.
Oh, it's not?
Nope. Collision. That is correct. That's fine. This should be enough. It's probably here we go. Yeah. So if I put this up to 0.25, you can see they're being bent out of shape. Now they're already being bent when they hit the outside. It's actually not the best example of this, is it? Let's do 0.5. Why is this useful? Character walking through flames. Put that there. We don't have to use collisions. We could also use attractors. So let's get rid of this.
So you could get that portal thing that we've got in order to attract the flames.
Mm-hmm. Now, this does need to be set up for an attractor, I believe. So it's got a flames. Attraction interaction is enabled. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Strength is negative.
Many.
We've got our particle hoover.
Yep. This strength is too high, so we can make it a little bit more subtle. And move that towards our fire.
I take it's falling off with the square of the distance or something along those lines.
Probably I put the attenuation too high as well. it's just a fun effect you can do. It's really useful for things like lightning bolts or energy particles or anything like that, where you don't actually want to model in a physics projectile, but you want a particle projectile. This will let you do that. You can get some really weird results when you're not paying attention, though. Like, actually, let's keep that at 2 meters. To the strength of 64. Cat said so too. So these are some of the things you can play with, right? Particles now have collisions. It's great if you want to have like rain bouncing off stuff. That works really well.